What's up, everybody? You're tuned in to a new segment of Ignorant Banter. This is our 16th episode, second season. We live. This is your boy Black Caesar, aka Caesar Alamo, aka Corleone Don Jones, the Don.
And it's crazy P, aka CP, aka Haitian boy, Malta boy, fried milk, fried Zoe. We out here. Let's get it. You.
All right, so we're back with a new episode of Ignorant Banter. So on this episode, we're going to be discussing, we got a lot of hot segments for you guys. We got a lot of hot topics, and we have a special guest, but we'll get into that later. So just before we start, let's do check-ins. CP, how's your week, man?
Man, it's crazy, man, with this Hurricane Irma, man. So trying to survive, you know what I mean? Trying to get some water, some gas, something, so I can make sure I make it alive, you know? So
Yeah, real shit. It's like the post-apocalyptic world down here, man. Like, everything is just fucking crazy, dog. That's been my week, too. So, all right, we might as well just get into the Whose Mans Is This segment. You want to go first, CP?
yeah, so my whose man's is this is pretty much everyone just buying up everything, man. All the gas, the water, the plywood, you know, bread. It's like you go to the store, there's nothing there, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like everybody's about to die, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to go to the store, get some bread, bro. It's gone.
Yo, that shit's mad annoying, bro. Like, and y'all know damn well all y'all do is drink Henny, and as soon as a hurricane comes, y'all want to drink water. Fuck out of here.
For real. Yo, I went to get gas, bro. It took me like 45 minutes, bro, to get gas. And I'm like, it's not that serious, you know what I mean? So
It's not that deep, fam. It's not that deep. It's just a hurricane. I feel like Florida got soft a little bit. Like, everybody just kind of forgot what a hurricane is like, so everybody got soft and they just like going crazy.
yeah, so I mean, but then you know what though? On real talk, it's gonna hit hard though. So I got my shit ready to go just in case, you know what I mean? So I got some plywood. I'm gonna put up probably this Sunday just in case shit goes soft, bro.
Yeah, better safe than sorry, I guess. But when you buying like 4 fucking carts of water, that's a little bit OD, bro. That's like when people out here buying 4 carts of water, clearing out whole shelves of everything, then like a lot of that shit is like, it's like for what? Like, you're not gonna use, like, you buying mad candles, you're not gonna use it until the next hurricane. So I just think everyone just should just calm down. That's what I think.
Bro, I saw a vid, and the store opened up, bro. Everyone just rushed to the store to get water. And that shit felt like it was Black Friday, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this shit's crazy, bro. It's like Irma Friday, bro. It's like, goddamn. So,
Yeah. Whose man's is this should really go to Irma and her boyfriend Jose too. Fuck out of here.
and Katya, bro.
That's
The
like,
other
damn.
one, bro.
Enough.
Yo, are these black and brown names
They
though
are
for the
they are.
hurricanes?
You know what? You know what? Like, there was a meme on Facebook saying how there's been every time a Republican's in office, there's a hurricane. It's true.
Facts.
But all I ask is that the hurricanes just fuck up the Republicans and not fuck up the innocent people. That's all I ask.
Yeah, right, bro. You know where it's going, bro. It's going to the hood. It's going to the poor neighborhoods, bro. That's where it's going.
It needs to go to Lago Mar and fuck up Trump's property.
Palm Beach County,
Palm Beach,
bro.
bro. Just get all the rich people. Just take all their shit.
Just take. I'm with that. Shit.
So, my whose man's is this goes to Capitol Records. So there's been a bunch of major labels that have been trying to shut down torrent sites, and they shut down this YouTube site that people use to rip music off of YouTube called youtube/mp3.org. So, I just think it's a very selfish move on the part of Capitol Records. Like, I feel like I already have enough money. If somebody wants to rip some shit off YouTube and make some beats, like, when I sample shit, I get it. That's what I use to sample stuff. So I think that's just very selfish. I get it. Y'all trying to protect y'all interests, but y'all make a lot of money. Like, don't go after the fucking little people trying to rip music off YouTube. That's not where all the money's at. Like, either way, everything's going towards streaming anyway. So, like, y'all just trying to divert the attention from that. So, whose man does this goes to Capitol Records. Fuck out of here. Stop with that shit. Yeah.
Yo, is this the same shit like when you go on YouTube, you find a link and you just
Yeah.
Google like YouTube to
Yep.
MP3 and you convert it?
Yep. That's
Oh
exactly it.
shit, bro. That's where I get all my music, bro. What the fuck?
Right. Right. Me too.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
man, that
Oh, that's
shit is shut
crazy.
down. It's been kind of shut down on and off for a couple of months now, but man, anytime I find like a dope sample, like anytime I find like especially if there's a nice scene from a movie, I want like just the audio so I can put it on top of a beat. I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
But now I can't do that shit because of fucking Capitol Records. First y'all kill Biggie, now y'all trying to kill now y'all trying to kill this fucking website, yo. Oh man.
Damn, bro, that's crazy, man. More money, more
You know what I'm
problems, bro.
saying?
You know what I mean?
Biggie found
So,
out the hard way. But
yo, that's foul, yo. That's foul, son. That's not
RIP
cool.
to Biggie. RIP.
Rest in peace.
So now it's time to introduce our guest. This is our guest, the incredible, the amazing, the one and only Evan Joseph from his podcast, the EMP podcast. What's good, Evan?
Yo, not much. How's it going on?
Chilling. It's good to have you on. So we're about to get into a segment where we talk about, it's called Hot Shit. So this is a segment where we talk about anything that we recommend. So whether it's places we visited, books we've read, anything we're watching, just anything that you're really into right now, you can go ahead and share with everybody. So we'll let you go first since you're the guest. What's your hot shit that you'd like to share with everyone?
Oh, hot shit. Okay. Well, I just watched the show on Netflix. Y'all seen Ozark? Have y'all checked that out yet?
Nah, I haven't seen it, but I heard it was really good. I've been hearing good shit about it.
Yeah. So Ozark is pretty dope. It's like Jason Bateman plays this man. He's like money laundering for I guess this like Mexican cartel or something like that. And you know, one of his partners was kind of skimming some money off at the top. So you know, the cartel shows up and they're not having it. So they're about to take everybody out, but he convinces them to let him go over to the Ozarks, which is like a mountain kind of like water area. I mean, I don't know if you guys know where the Ozarks are at. I think it's like somewhere in Missouri. But, you know, he convinces them to let him go there and to kind of, you know, wash money for them over there. So it's just about him taking his family. You know, they were in Chicago. He has to kind of uproot his whole life and go down there, and he's got to make all this money back for the cartel. But then, of course, he runs into trouble, you know, when he's down there because there's people already doing their own kind of shady business there, and he's stepping on toes. So the show's just kind of really crazy. You know, I watched the whole season, I think last week or the week before. So that's the first thing that popped into my head. If you're into like crime, drama, that kind of stuff, Ozark is pretty dope show on Netflix.
That's what's up.
I'll check it out, bro. That's what's up.
Sounds kind of like Narcos.
Anything- I was gonna say, bro, like Narcos, bro. That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah,
so.
I actually watched
I like it.
season 3 of Narcos too. So I mean, that's some hot shit too, right there. I'll check that out as well. But yeah, it's like
Shit, I'm watching it right now, bro.
yeah, it's like Narcos. You know, a little bit of Breaking Bad with the family man angle. Yeah, it's just a really dope shit. But yeah, that Narcos is crazy. I didn't think they could keep doing it. You know, after Pablo, but they kept it going with the Cali cartel. Man, it's crazy.
True. Are you let's see. So you done with it already? Like you just binge watched the whole thing?
Narcos? Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched that over a couple days last
true.
week. Yeah, so I finished that one too. I got a lot of free time. Work was a little slow this last month, so I was catching up on my shows, man.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. All right. So my hot shit, man, goes to Jimville. You know what I'm saying? Which is J. Cole's camp. You know what I mean? And they have a few artists that I just found out about that I really like. Baz is one of them, and then he has one named Kaz, and then one that's named Omen, and they're dope, and they all have different vibes. You know what I mean? And so I feel like with Kendrick's camp, bro, like it's always, you know, them being shown as far as their camp, but you never really hear about J. Cole's artists like that. And I think these guys need some shine. So if you're out there and you're a J. Cole fan, I'll definitely check out these guys on Spotify or wherever, because they're pretty dope, pretty underground, but they're same kind of vibe as J. Cole, you know what I mean? So I fuck with it.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out, man. I feel like if we checked out 50 Cent's artists and G Unit, I mean, I think everybody should get a shot. Because I have a very unpopular opinion. The rest of G Unit outside of 50 Cent was trash. So, but that's neither here nor there.
Bruh, what about Lloyd, bruh? What about Lloyd?
Trash.
Damn, you was. I like Lloyd, bro. Lloyd was kind of, he was straight. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of on his R&B type rapping type stuff. You know what I mean? I kind of fuck with it.
Young Buck was kind of
Murder Mace.
Murder Mace.
Wasn't Mace on G Unit for like a week or something like that?
Oh, was he? I don't even remember that. I just know.
I don't remember it either.
I just know Young Buck.
That might have been Terrence
Banks, and I don't know who else.
What was the fourth member, bro?
Tony Yayo. Yeah. And they had Olivia.
Yeah.
That one girl.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, my hot shit is this new anime with Jaden Smith, Deezus and Mero, and Ezra Koenig from the band Vampire Weekend. It's going to be on Netflix. The trailer just came out. That shit is lit. They have black anime characters. It's and the main character is black with pink hair, played by Jaden Smith. That shit is amazing. I don't know how long I've been waiting to see an anime with a black character voiced by a black person. So I'm really excited for this. I can't wait for it to hit Netflix. Shout out to my blurs out there. So that's my first hot shit. Second one is Cardi B. Yo, shout out to Cardi B. She's out here doing big things. She's making it. She's really living the dream. Like, who would have thought that somebody could go from stripping to being a huge artist on number 3 on the Billboard charts? And the good thing about her is that she laid back, she chill as fuck, and she's just a real ass person. So shout out to Cardi B. Bodak Yellow's the shit. And finally, Westworld, bruh. Yo, shout outs to you for recommending Westworld, because that shit is lit.
You're welcome. You're welcome, bro. I got you.
Yo, that shit is. My mind was blown, bro. Like, after I finished binge watching that shit, I was trying to figure out if I was real or if I was a fucking robot, bro.
Oh shit,
that shit is lit. Oh man, but yeah, yo, you gotta finish it so we can talk about it.
Oh yeah, I should be done, man. It's taken me a while, but I need to get back to it. As far as Cardi B, yo, like, is she gonna last though? I mean, like, do you think she can make music that's gonna last besides Bodak Yellow?
See, that's a good question. I don't know if she's.
That's a no.
Huh?
That's a no.
She's not gonna last. But for her to make it this far, it says something. I feel like if we can let fucking Iggy Azalea in, we need to let Cardi B in. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason why Iggy Azalea should get a chance and Cardi B can't. So shout out to her. Her success probably not gonna last. What could happen though is that she could transition into another thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if she transitioned into fashion and started getting money into that shit too. So even if it's not gonna last with music, it could last somewhere else. But either way, she's been grinding, so she deserves it.
Yo, Evan, are you up on Cardi B, bro?
Not really. Like, I heard that Bodak Yellow, and honestly, like, I heard it. You know how you can hear something, but you don't listen to it? So yeah. I heard that song everywhere. I heard it like a million times, but I never like really listened to it. I was like, man, this is, whatever. It's not my kind of music. But then I listened to it. One time it was on. I was like, all right, let me see. And it was pretty jamming, man. So I kind of like that song. I like what she's doing. She's hilarious. Like, like I've seen her in interviews and stuff. I agree with you that she might, she might transition out of the music realm and into something else. I guess she's already, on TV or whatever, like, whatever that is. I mean, I don't really watch TV, so I don't know what she was on, but she was on one of those shows, I think. And I
Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop. All right, yeah, I could see her doing more kind of television stuff, be a personality or I mean maybe even acting or something. You never know, but she definitely has that presence. So I definitely see her as somebody who's gonna be around. for a while, just not necessarily on the music scene. But you never know. Maybe she can make it, big with music too.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I just can't get over her voice, man. It's kind of she has an annoying kind of voice. But anyways, I fuck with the song. I think the song is dope, and I just don't see her like lasting, long time, like 5 years or whatever. But that's my 2 cents. So moving on, we have our next segment, which is Word on the Streets. And today our topic really is Mr. Evan Joseph, which the co-host of the EMP podcast. And so, first off, man, I just want to say welcome to the show. I appreciate you coming in, bro. I know it was last minute, and it means a lot that you come on.
Thank you.
Yeah. So going on, moving forward, man. I have a question for you, bro. And my question is, are you Haitian, bro?
Am I Haitian?
Yeah,
nah, bro. I got love for my Haitian peoples though.
Cause Joseph is a Haitian last name, bro, and I almost want to give you a Haitian card, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, welcome to the Zoe family, bro.
Well, it's funny. Like, I feel like Joseph is like a lot of different names, cause it's like, I mean, the Joseph, my last name comes from, I guess, Indian descent. My parents are West Indian. They're from Trinidad. And what's funny is both of my parents like were Joseph. Like my mom's biological father was Joseph. They don't have his name, but then my dad obviously is Joseph. So it's like I'm from Joseph on both sides of the family.
Damn, that's crazy, yo. That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, so you grew up in Florida, right? Or you grew up in New York?
Yeah, I grew up in Florida. I'm from New York, but I moved to Florida like right after I was born. Pretty much, we all moved to Florida. I spent a lot of time in New York growing up. My dad was up here working. Even though we moved to Florida, money and benefits was a lot better in New York. So he went back to New York to work. So I'm familiar with both. But I definitely grew up in Florida, Central Florida. Point Siena, Kissimmee area. Those were my stomping grounds.
Gotcha. And then you just moved to New York recently, I'm guessing?
Almost 4 years ago now.
Nice. Damn, I didn't realize that. That's a long time ago.
Yeah,
okay.
I've been up here for a little while now.
Why'd you make that move?
And
well, I work in the film industry. I'm a music composer. I mean, I do a lot of other stuff for music as well. I, compose for different mediums, and I produce, and I perform, I teach. But the film music is really my main thing. And there's really no industry in Florida. I was in Tampa at the time after college for a couple years, working out there. And there's really just nothing to do. I worked on a few low budget, independent films in Tampa. But the industry it's not there. It's in Georgia, it's in New York, it's in LA. So, I have roots in New York, so it was easy for me to make the move up here, and then it's been going really well. My brother was doing work in film as well. He was a sound mixer, so we got together with our business partner, and we started a sound company. So we're doing sound mixing. So when they're filming the movies, we're on set doing sound, and then I'm in charge of the sound editing and the music. So it's been really dope. So that's the main reason for the move is career just options. There's really nothing in Florida for me in my field.
okay, so are there any movies that we might, or commercials that we might know that you have been involved in?
Yeah, so I did some shorts for if you know Complex magazine. I did the sound editing and some sound cleanup on a couple shorts they do with this guy Speedy Mormon. He has a series called Courtside, which is he goes to arenas around the country, and he links up with like hip hop stars or whatever. So he did one in Madison Square Garden with Fat Joe, and he did one down in Houston with Bun B. And I did the sound editing for those two pieces. You can find those on Complex. And then I have a movie that I did sound design for coming out in a couple weeks. It's called Dementia 13. It's a horror movie. It's a remake of Francis Ford Coppola. If you know him from the Godfather movies, it's a remake of one of his early movies. And that's gonna be in theaters October 6th, and then on VOD, I think iTunes, on October 10th. So I don't know what's the extent of the theatrical release for that film. I don't know if it's just gonna be, like just New York or a couple select cities or something like that. But they're telling us it's gonna be in theaters. So the trailer just dropped. Entertainment Weekly featured it. They had the exclusive on that. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it's still like low budget indie stuff, but it's getting a wider audience. So hopefully, we keep doing this kind of work and moving up.
That's what's up. What's your career goal? What are you hoping to do in your profession?
Well, me personally, I'd like to do more music for film. I do a lot of sound editing, sound design. So I'd like to eventually have my staff be able to handle all of the sound work, and I'm just supervising, and that'll free me up to do just a lot more music composing. And I would like to do, at the highest level, Hollywood blockbuster type movies, doing the music for that. That's the ultimate goal. But more of a short-term goal is to be able to transition into more of a supervisor on the sound side, and not the one doing all the work, and let my staff handle that, and then I'll just be composing music for all the projects to come in.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. So why not? So would you ever go to move to LA in the future, or do you think New York is where you're gonna stay for a long term?
Yeah, I mean, so the market that we're in right now is like independent film, low to mid budget kind of stuff, and New York is like the perfect place for that. New York is very friendly to filmmakers. It's very easy to film around the city. It's very easy to get permits. The cops don't really bother you, as long as you're following the rules and all that. So there's a lot of people out here doing it. So I'll definitely be in New York for a while. If I ever make, I feel like my company's gonna stay in that area. That's kind of gonna be our operating realm. I feel like probably indefinitely. But me, personally, if I move up to bigger projects on the music side, then yeah, definitely LA might be a consideration. I mean, you can work remote from anywhere, with technology and everything. But if I'm working on those bigger movies, then LA might be like the next move. But for right now, New York has everything that I need, so I'm chilling here for a while.
Do you make beats? Would you make a beat for Cardi B if she asked you to?
Yeah, I do. I produce. I don't know if I would produce the kind of stuff that she wants to rhyme on. I do more kind of throwback kind of '90s style East Coast stuff. I do some more modern whatever trap and all of that a little bit, but that's not really the style I go to right away. But if she hit me up and she needed something, then I'll make it happen.
I got you, bro. Don't worry, I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got the connect.
Cardi B finna hear this. She gonna hit you up. You gonna get signed, bro.
She a big fan of the show, so we good.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
So you are a composer, is that correct?
Yeah, composer, sound designer.
So what's the difference between a composer and a producer? Would you say?
So like producer to me is more like it's like pop music, whatever, rock, hip hop, R&B, all of that stuff. It's like making tracks for like a music artist. Somebody's gonna sing or something on your record. I mean, I guess you could be a producer for like instrumental music as well. But composing is more like writing for instruments, and whether it's concert music or whether it's music for film or for dance or I think the medium like what you're writing for kind of has to do with it. Maybe there's not so much a difference in terms of the sound or the style or anything like that. But when I think of a producer, I'm thinking like a music studio. And I'm thinking of like music artists coming in and songwriters and things like that. So yeah, I mean that's what I think the main difference will be.
Got you. And going off that, so being a composer, what's the process like? As far as from starting point to to finishing like the whole thing? Like, is it just picking up a instrument? You just start playing around? Do you have like a set vision prior to that? How does that work?
Yeah, every project is different, man. I did music for there's a dance company out here in New York City, MJM Dance. I did music for their show that they just did a couple months ago. It was based on Monopoly, the board game, and it dealt with issues like affordable housing or lack thereof in New York, and then like for-profit prisons and trickle-down economics and like all these kind of like social issues, and it did it through like the lens of like of the Monopoly board game. So for that, that was for a dance company, so they had some of the dances already figured out to some music already. So for some of those, I listened to the music they already choreographed to, and I would come up with something, similar, whether it's the same speed or the same feeling. And then for the ones that we did from scratch, I would just think about, I was thinking about affordable housing and like the struggle to kind of get that. And the dancers would come up with the movements, and then I would think of like, how can I express that, musically? So there's a lot of different ways, if I'm working on a film, sometimes the filmmaker has a very clear idea what they want to the music to be, and they could tell you, I want it to be like this, like this, like this. And then you just kind of capture, their vision. Sometimes the filmmaker comes in and they're just telling you, just go for it. Like, do whatever you feel is right. And then, I'll listen to it and we'll talk about it. So it changes up a lot, from project to project. Sometimes I have, instrument in mind, or sometimes I have a melody first, or sometimes I have like a rhythm first, and then everything else just kind of falls into line. So it's never the same twice. It's always different.
Yo, let me ask you something. So, you ever been watching a movie and you feel like you're kind of being steered by the music? I don't know if there's a professional term for that, but I actually really hate it. Do you ever feel like there's been some moments where somebody's asking you to put music somewhere you don't think's right, or they asking you to make the wrong type of music? Like, I mean, do you ever have to use your creative judgment in certain situations? And can you, since it's their movie?
Yeah, so there's always, room. You have to compromise and you have to work together. And there have been, situations where they wanted a certain type of music, and I'm like, oh, I don't think that's gonna work, or here, you have to kind of defend your choices. At the end of the day, they do have the final say. But if you can, express yourself and let them know why you think that thing's not gonna work, or what you're trying to do, is better, or if this scene needs music and this one doesn't, then you get better at kind of getting those points across, and then you can come up with the final product that works for everybody, or you'll know that at least is better than what was there before, or something like that. But yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, it's a collaboration at the end of the day, and like they bring you in for a reason. They could go online and get like some royalty free music or something like that if they want to just pick and choose whatever. But if they're bringing in somebody to like handcraft the music for you, then it's your job to speak up, because you're the expert in that field.
Right, that makes sense.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Yo, so we for the audience, can you tell us what your company's name is for the audience?
Yeah, it's Tritone Sound, Trytone Sound. That's the company. You can check us out, tritonesound.com. We're on Facebook as well. We're on Instagram, Twitter. We don't post much on Twitter. We got to get our social media game up, actually. But yeah, Tritone Sound is the name of the company.
And why Tritone? Is that just a name you guys came up with? Is there a reason behind it?
Yeah, like one of our partners is the one that came up with the name, and it's kind of a play on words. I don't know if you guys are studying music, but a tritone, like Tritone, is a certain interval in music that has a history attached to it. It used to be kind of unfavorable. It used to be something you would avoid. Like if you study music in certain time periods, they tell you, you can't write tritones because it's dissonant, it's unpleasant. But over time, it's been, it's become more accepted, in the music world and in contemporary music, and especially, it's not really hindered by that anymore. So just like a play on words, with that concept.
I know a little bit. I play a little bit, so I know about tritones. It's used a lot in gospel music too. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So that being said, so you guys have a studio in New York that you guys use and stuff?
Yeah, we got right now we got 2 rooms in this building, the Morgan Fine Arts building. So one of our offices is for gear storage and kind of like backing up sound and stuff like that. So that's for our guys that go out on set and record. And then the other one is like the studio. So that's the one with we have a booth in there for recording, actors and then instrumentalists and vocalists as well. We got our speaker system, we got a projector, so the clients can, watch their movies when they come in. So yeah, we got that in Brooklyn. We got the studio.
True. Yo, I'm need the address, bro. So me and Black Caesar come up there and record. You know what I'm saying?
Coming through.
We're gonna come through,
Gotcha,
bro.
man.
Nah.
For sure.
All right.
So
bet.
which instruments do you actually play?
I mean, I play a bunch of stuff. I don't play anything well anymore, but clarinet was the first instrument I played. At least the first one I was trained on. Yeah, I used to play keyboard when I was really young, growing up. But I played clarinet. I played piano. I took piano lessons when I was in high school. Played saxophone. I haven't played sax in over 10 years though. I play some guitar, drums, percussion, and that's pretty much it. But like I said, piano's the main one now. I play in a couple music groups around the city. I play keys, and when I'm composing, it's mostly piano, and I teach some piano as well. So everything else kind of, I don't play as well anymore.
Do you read or do you play by ear?
Yeah, I read music. I grew up in band and taking lessons and stuff, and I studied music in South Florida. I mean, University of South Florida in Tampa, Florida. So yeah, I read music, classically trained and all of that stuff.
True. All right, man. I see you stunting, bro. You could read and everything. All right. Yo, so let's talk about the podcast, man. The EMP, am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, it's just the EMP.
What does that stand for? What does it mean?
So we haven't revealed what it stands for. We kind of let people guess. People can probably guess what it stands for very easily, if they just listen to it. But we're still playing around with the name. Actually, we have 3 episodes of the podcast right now, and it's still in the very early stages. It's not consistent yet, but very soon my co-host is moving to New York, and we're hoping to make it a weekly thing. But the name, it's a secret right now. You can let me know. Somebody can email us at the uncannyemp@gmail.com if you think you know what the answer is.
That's what's up. Okay, so are there any more episodes? Because I only see 2 on SoundCloud.
You only see the 2 on SoundCloud? Oh, the first one might not be on there. That might have been I think that was our rough test episode. So I think we only sent that to friends, family to get some feedback. So only 2 episodes up right now on the SoundCloud, so you can check those out.
Is it a hobby for you guys, or are you guys taking it serious?
Yeah, we're trying to take it more seriously. I mean, at the end of the day, I guess it's a hobby. We're not trying to be professional podcasters or anything like that, but for a long time it was just something we talked about, and then we're like, all right, let's actually do it. So it's becoming more serious now. On the last one, we did a pre-show where we did Facebook Live, while we were talking about what we're going to discuss on the show, and a lot of people tuned in and commented on that, and then we recorded the show and put it on SoundCloud. So yeah, we're starting to take it more serious now. So hopefully it becomes a thing and it catches on.
All right, cool. So we're gonna move into like a rapid fire rounds kind of segment called This or That. So we're just gonna start off by asking you whether you want to go with this or you want to go with that. All right.
All right.
Cool.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
So Game of Thrones or Narcos?
I would say Game of Thrones because I'm actually way behind on Game of Thrones. So like season 1 way behind. So I gotta catch up on that. So I'm gonna say Game of Thrones just because I want to dive into that and really see what everybody's talking about now.
You got a lot to watch, bro. That's a lot of catching up to do.
Know,
hours. All right, Pub Sub or Jimmy John?
Oh, Pub Sub all day.
Yeah, good choice. Good choice. World Star or YouTube?
YouTube.
Ah, true. Why YouTube though, not World Star?
I mean, YouTube has more variety. You know, I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. I watch a lot of video essays and a lot of different podcasts and movie shows and things like that. So, you know, World Star is a little bit too much. It's fun every now and then, but I gotta have that YouTube.
Not for CP.
You said
wake up looking for a fight video.
Bruh, I call it Black News, bro. Black News. I call it Black CNN, bro. I call it Black CNN. Yo, you said video essay. What is that?
Well, you guys have probably seen it. You ever seen video? It's just like a video where somebody's like talking about a certain subject. It's just like a term, you know, like they call it a video essay. You know, I watch. There's this guy called the Nerd Writer. He's my favorite one. And what he does is he talks about a lot of different topics, whether it's music or a TV show or a movie, or anything. And he always looks at it, you know, with at a certain angle. You know, like if he talks about a movie, he'll talk about like the specific thing, you know, in that movie, like, you know, like the use of lighting in this, you know, the focus, in you know, in this TV show and things like that. And he does research, and every week he puts out one of these videos. So it's like an essay, you know, it's like he's writing an article or something, but it's in video form.
So it's kind of like a blog, but on a podcast form type. Not really.
Maybe not a podcast. I'm sure.
Not a podcast, but like you know what I mean.
Like you ever seen like those Vox videos where like they talk about like hip hop lyrics or you know there was one the other day when they were talking about like Grey Poupon in hip hop, or there's one about Kanye and like his use of vocals.
Oh yeah.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, similar to that. Like, you know, it's just like a video like about a certain topic. You know, it's just video essays, just like another term for it.
True.
Okay.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, I could send you guys some, man. I watch a bunch of them.
Yeah, send it our way.
Yeah, send me some ratchet ones, bro.
I don't know if they got a really dope one actually on the guy I was talking about. Nerd Writer has a cool one on Kendrick Lamar on his video for Element. So he breaks down.
I watched that.
The inspiration for that video. So that one's pretty dope.
Speaking of Kendrick Lamar, Kendrick or J. Cole?
Oh man, this is a tough one. I would say J. Cole.
Yeah.
I just saw Kendrick a couple weeks ago too, or like a week ago.
And you gonna let him down like that? Really?
Nah, bro. You know what it is, man. Dreamville, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Dreamville. Yeah, I gotta check out those Dreamville artists. I didn't even know they were artists. I just thought that was like the name of his company or something, or like his friends. I didn't even know they were like music artists.
Yeah, well, it's like TDE. So Dreamville is his record company. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And he has mad artists under him, bro, and they're pretty good too. So
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, and like I mean, to be fair, like I think Kendrick is definitely, you know, the hottest thing right now. I think his music is better consistently, and I think he's put out better albums. But I feel like J. Cole, man, That's my dude. He has potential. Like he's good. I don't even know how to describe it, but J. Cole's on another level in a different way.
All right. I'm gonna ask you the next one, and based on that, we're gonna know if you are even watching the show. All right, Lawrence or Issa? Ooh.
Is this is from the Insecure?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay.
I'm
okay.
actually not watching. I need to get on that.
Damn.
I've been slacking. I don't have.
At least you
HBO,
got the name.
Man. Yeah, but
Neither do we.
I could stream it. Yeah, I can get on that. Whatever. Yeah, there's a couple websites I use for streaming. So yeah, that's not an excuse. You're right.
Yo, HBO, if you're listening to this, don't send the feds to my house. I'm kidding.
For real,
yo.
yo. So
It might not be my account, but I got it.
I got SBO bootleg. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, okay. So Tupac or Biggie?
I'm gonna say Biggie, but I honestly, I like Pac and I like everything I hear from Pac, but I haven't dived deep into like his whole, discography and all of that. I'm just more familiar with Biggie. But yeah, Biggie's my dude though. East Coast, Beast Coast.
True that. Favorite movie?
Oh man, you can't ask me that. There's too many. It's always changing. I can't even. Yeah, I can't even answer that question, man. There's just way too many.
That's a tough one.
Was it?
It's a tough one. No, it's tough for sure. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I mean, I used to say this Chris Nolan movie Memento was my favorite. I feel like
it's a good one.
There's some other ones now that surpassed that one, but that's
Okay.
definitely that's one of my favorites.
Let me narrow it down for you. Favorite movie in 2017 so far?
Oh, 2017 so far. Dang, there were some good ones this year.
You got Wonder Woman. You got Suicide. Well, nope, never mind. On Suicide Squad. You got Moonlight. You got La La Land. You got all this shit.
Well, those are 2016, but.
Oh yeah, and then they had the award show in 2017. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. But
favorite recent movie? Yeah, 2016,
say,
2017.
I think maybe War for the Planet of the Apes. So far this year, I don't know if you guys watched like those new Apes movies, but they're crazy. Especially the second one to me is the best one out of the three. But War, the third one that just came out is crazy. So that might be my favorite movie of the year so far.
Yeah, I've seen the first two, or it's two. It's been two already, right? It's the third one. Yeah. So I need to watch that one. I haven't watched it yet, so we'll see.
All right, so this wraps up our this or that segment, and we're about to move into one of our word on the streets topics. Insecure, nigga. That shit is
insecure. Super lit.
Yo, all right. So Insecure, for those of you who don't watch it, it's a show about this girl in Inglewood, this black girl who's in her 30s. She just turned 30. She was living, by the way, mad spoilers. If you don't want to hear this, just skip through a lot of this shit because we're about to have mad spoilers on here. We're not going to try to spoil it too much because we know you're on here, Evan, but I mean, we still going to talk about some of this shit. So basically, this girl, she's living with her man. Her man wasn't shit. And then she ends up doing some fuck shit. They break up. And now she's going through her whole phase. So on this last episode, that shit was wild. Like all the tension that's been building up between the two of them, came to a blow. A lot of names were called. Some feelings were hurt. It was lit, honestly, truly. Like when you it was too lit, bro. It's good seeing people go through shit because it's at least it's not me. Like I can just learn from this and grow from this without fucking up personally with my own life. It's like a trial and error shit. So, all right, let's get into the good shit. So, Lawrence invited his new girl to the dinner where he knew his old girl was gonna be at. What are your thoughts on that, bro?
Yo, he didn't. No. He didn't invite her.
Did he not?
He was no because they're gonna go out for drinks at like 8, and he's like, "Hey, I want to move it to 10 o'clock because I have to be somewhere for a little bit." And she's like, "Well, I can come with you if you don't mind." And then he's like, "All right, cool." So then technically he didn't invite her. She kind of invited herself. You know what I'm saying? But I still feel like he should have been like, "Nah, it's good. I'm gonna go there for a little bit and I'll meet you afterwards for drinks." You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Right. Exactly. That's where he fucked up at. I mean, I kind of get it from like a convenience standpoint where they can ride together and all that shit. But if you knew your ex was gonna be there, you know, like it's gonna be. And that girl's not even black, so she had to walk into like a room full of black people with just being ignorant as fuck.
Yeah.
They just looking at her all kinds of ways. She probably was lost as to what was going on in the conversation. And I feel bad though. I hate it had to be her because she's actually kind of cool. I like her character. I like her sense of humor.
Yeah, she's dope. I feel like I like her more than Issa for Lawrence. You know what I mean? So
me too. And Tasha.
But yeah, Tasha was, I don't know, but she was a little ratchet, bro. You know what I mean?
No, I'm saying I like her more than Issa and Tasha for Lawrence.
Oh yeah, I think if put them in order, it would be her, then Issa, and then Tasha would be last, bro. But if I was Lawrence, bro, I'm not showing up, or I'm not gonna have her come through. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that was definitely a bad call on his part. Never bring your new girl to your dinner where you know your ex is gonna be at. And the funny part is that those people aren't even his friends. They're his friend. They're his ex's friend. So one, why even go? And two, why even bring the girl? So
But the end though, like when he snapped at her, bro, that shit was mad. That was like the whole thing. You know what I mean?
That was. So let's get into the specifics of it. He called her a hoe, right?
Sure did.
But last time I checked, Lawrence was a nigga fucking for like $40 at the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, wait, nah, he didn't.
Yup,
what?
He fucked
What?
for groceries, bro. He fucked for groceries.
But it wasn't intent though. Like he didn't have his wallet had dropped in the car, so they offered to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So at that time, he didn't know that was gonna go down. You know what I mean?
Nah, bro. Anytime somebody offers you something, you always gotta keep it in the back of your mind that they want something in return, bro. He was like, damn, and Lawrence is such a nice guy. I feel like his mindset was that, okay, they bought my groceries, I gotta give them the dick just to repay them.
Nah, or he just oblivious, bro. He didn't know what's going on until it was too late. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
he didn't. But yo, let's loop Evan and yo. So, if you were invited to a dinner that you knew your ex was gonna be there at, would you bring your new significant other?
Nah, not. I mean, well, it depends. Like I heard you guys said that the person having a dinner wasn't even like really his friend.
Nah, it was his ex's friend.
Yeah, so to me, I mean, like, I guess first of all, why am I going to this dinner? But if I gotta go for whatever reason, then like, no, I'm definitely not bringing, this girl around, because then the ex is there, and then her friends are there, and they're gonna be talking shit too. So that's just a crazy situation to put yourself and then put your girl in as well.
But you can't say that it's not his friends because of the fact that I think it was 5 years they were together. So over that time, bro, her friends become your friends almost. You know what I mean? So it's almost like it's over time. It's also his friends too because he knows them that well for 5+ years.
Nope, I'm not with that sharing friend shit. If we break up, all your friends are my enemies. All of y'all can get it on site, nigga. On site.
Bro, you salty, bro.
Tell all your friends
like
pull
Drake
up.
right now.
Shit.
That's true though. I mean, like, yeah, you build that friendship, and yeah, you'll be cool with them. But it's like, where do the allegiances lie? Yep. Like, who are they loyal to? Like you, because they know you for 5 years, or her because like that was the friend initially.
That's true. I know how I am because if any of my friends, if they break up with whoever they're dating, I'm gonna be on my friend's side. Like, fuck the other person. So it's not like I'm being a hypocrite. I'm like that on both sides. So if I'm the friend and my friend breaks up with their significant other, I don't give a fuck about who they just broke up with. Like, I'm
Yeah.
there for my friend. Real
Right. Even
shit.
if they're wrong, and you tell them that they're wrong, but that's still your your boy or whatever. You don't go
Yeah.
tell them they're wrong and then go be friends with the other person. Now it's like, no, that's your friend.
Yeah, it's like, damn, so you cheated on her and you know what I'm saying, you max out her credit card and pawn her shit. You still my boy though.
True. Yeah. For real. Yo, so then after this thing happened, the other storyline is crazy, which with Molly, bro, and is it Derek?
Dro.
Is that his name?
Yo,
Dro. Yeah,
I
Dro
forgot
and
about
his
that. I
wife.
forgot completely about that. But yeah, that shit was crazy too. Fuck.
So for a little background, Evan. So pretty much, Molly is friends with this dude, right? Since like I think high school or whatever, and so the guy's married to someone else, but they're in but they're having like an open, marriage, like fully open marriage, and so the guy Dro and the friend Molly ends up sleeping together, and she knows about everything being open, and it's just weird because it's like is that okay because it's an open marriage? Should she feel a certain way? You know what I mean? Or should she ask for more from Dro and have, him get divorced in the future or whatnot?
And we can flip it to we can flip it to your situation. Would you ever fuck around with a married woman?
In an open
Open marriage.
You asking
open
me?
marriage. No, we're asking Evan.
In an open marriage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Hey, okay.
Alright.
Now we talking. All right. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
I'm with Evan, man. If it's open, bro. You know what I mean? So if you announce to me that your spouse knows about this and you guys are in agreement with this, I mean, I shouldn't have any shame, you know what I mean?
But then when you watch the episode, it's kind of it's like she's kind of like a side chick. She's like just a legal side chick. You know what I'm saying? Like the wife always takes precedent over her. He was coming over and then he was like, "Ah, damn, I gotta go. My wife needs me." And it's like, shit, it's like you borrowing some shit. Like you might as well just get your own. I don't think it's worth the time and effort.
Or at the dinner when they go in the bathroom and do their thing, and then he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go out, wait like 5-10 minutes, and then come out." Bro, I died,
too.
bro. That's
Me
like the
too.
sight.
He treated her like just like any regular side piece, bro.
Yeah.
And then I was nervous the whole time because I was nervous that the wife was gonna be outside waiting. So I was like, "Fuck, I can't do this shit. I can't be watching this show." But here's my thing though: do you think it's really an open marriage, or do you think he's just saying that?
Honestly, okay, I think it's an open marriage, but I don't think she knows about Molly.
Oh, true.
So I think he's lying to her about saying that she knows. So I think it's open, but because they're in a circle of friends, you know what I mean? So I don't think he told the wife about her. So,
Damn.
But
We'll see. Yo, Evan, we just ruined Insecure for you, so you might
Yo,
you don't
honestly,
even need to watch
now
it.
go watch it, bro.
But when I
Now
start
go
watching
watch
it, I'm gonna probably forget all of that. That always happens. People will spoil stuff, but then when I get around to watching the show, I forget like everything they told me anyway. So
Yeah,
I'll probably
same here.
Like when that happens in the show, then I'll be like, oh, these guys are talking about that. but before that, it's all good. I'm not gonna remember that.
All right, cool. So we didn't really ruin it. So that's what's up.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yo, what else about Insecure, man?
I'm trying to think.
The fight between Molly and Issa.
Was that last episode? The fight when they
Yeah,
fight?
they had like a small argument because she felt like because Issa didn't really fuck with the fact that Molly was sleeping around with a married man.
Oh, withdrawal.
And then and I feel like that's very hypocritical because Issa be doing all kinds of hoe shit, and that's fine.
Bro, for real. She be doing her own shit and then try to judge Molly, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, you like did some crazy shit too, if not worse.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like, stop judging people.
I fuck with it. I like Molly better than Issa. I mean, in that friend relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
me too. Me too.
I
I
don't know
feel
why,
like
but
Molly is just straight up. Like she tells it how it is. Um, I really like another aspect that I like about this show is the way they portray microaggressions in the workplace. I like seeing like the shit that Molly deals with at work, the shit that Lawrence deals with at work. Did you see the part where he had to present to the two white guys and they're like, it was just mad awkward.
yeah, like any questions? Like, nah,
No,
you did good, you
that
did
was
good, you
good.
did
I like your
good.
shoes, by the way.
That
Like,
was
yo,
like your shoes, bro. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, no, I definitely like the showing how us, how we're viewed in corporate America. You know what I mean? From Molly to Lawrence, to Issa,
yeah,
really. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So,
even to Issa.
yeah.
So that's pretty. Yo, shout out to that show. I really didn't think it was gonna be that good, but I'm really getting into it. And a lot of people are saying the second season's not as good, but I'm liking it so far.
I feel like we need a whole episode for the finale this
You know
Sunday.
what? Just
So
say word, and we'll make it happen. Sure, I'm down. I am down. We can just do an Insecure review and Westworld review too if you finish it by then.
yeah, I'm gonna try to.
Yeah, yo, Westworld is lit. But all right, on to our next segment.
All right, so our next segment is called "Fuck You
Fuck you
Mean, bro."
mean, bruh? That's the segment where we talk
Uh,
about shit that doesn't make any sense. Pretty much every week there's something new in our country that doesn't make sense. So this week, of course, fuck you mean goes to another Colin Kaepernick related situation. It's the washed up nigga from Kid and Play. I don't know if he's Kid or Play because that was before my time. Um, he went on Jason Whitlock, our most hated fucking person on the planet,
Coon.
coon ass nigga. And basically he went on there and dressed up as Colin Kaepernick. So here's the thing. Yo, my fuck you mean not only goes to the nigga from Kid and Play, but it goes to everybody that has some shit to say about Colin Kaepernick, bro. Like, if you're not helping out the cause, then shut the fuck up. It's very simple. I feel like a lot of these people are really trying to become relevant by attacking Colin Kaepernick. Like, unless you're helping out the cause, unless you're literally like kneeling down with him or like saying you support him verbally, like don't speak on it. Like, I don't want to hear why you don't think he was hired. I don't want to hear about why what he should do, whether he should cut his hair, whether he should do this or that. Like, none of these people were relevant until Colin Kaepernick decided to do something. So these people are opportunists, they're vultures, they're fucking roaches, and they just need to shut the fuck up. Fuck you mean, fuck out of here.
Bam. You're Evan. How do you feel about the whole Colin Kaepernick thing?
It's bullshit, man. People keep making excuses, but everybody knows, why exactly why he doesn't have a job right now. And people make all these arguments. They say, "Oh, he opted out." I'm like, so what? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's good enough to opt out and get signed again, and all this stuff. They say he cut his hair. Michael Vick needs to shut up about that. He's talking like
Facts.
Yeah, he's talking like somebody who was really like, went to prison. He's like, that's what like your lawyer would tell you before you go to court. I think somebody was saying that on one of these shows. They were commenting on that. So yeah, I mean, everything you said is basically how I feel about the situation. Is this is America. He has the right to do that. And if you feel like him not having a job right now has anything to do with other than the fact that he did what he did, then it's bullshit.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it's really fucked up. But everyone's still gonna go out and support and watch the damn NFL. And I feel like if enough of the culture like said, "Yo, fuck the NFL," as far as watching it, playing it, it would make some big noise. And I feel like they would come out and talk and fix this shit if majority of the people that play in the NFL are black. And I'm guarantee if they say, "I'm not gonna play this Sunday," that shit would make them come out and be like, "You know what, we fucked up, and it's true what's going on, and we need to fix this shit." So that's my 2 cents on that.
And here's the thing too, people love revolutionary movies. Like, people will watch like Hunger Games. People will watch The Matrix. Like people will just pay mad money to see shit like that. But when it comes time for an actual fucking revolution, everybody pussies out and criticizes the person that's actually taking the stand. So yeah, people are just mad hypocritical when it comes to that.
All right, so my fuck you mean, bro, is DACA, which is the act that Obama signed, I think, in 2012, which allowed individuals who came over here with their parents or whatnot when they were 15 or younger, and they were pretty much granted stay. You know what I mean? So they could get a job, they could go to college, they can go to school, all that kind of stuff. And now this new administration has reversed the agreement, and so pretty much all these people that are good people, that are working, good jobs, got degrees, got bachelors, masters, PhDs, now can get deported, in the near future. So, fuck you mean, bro? Like, this shit makes no sense. Like, it's not their decision to come to the States. They were brought over when they were young, when they were children, they were kids, and they have become productive society members. And for now, for you to say, well, you know what? So what? You know what I mean? It is what it is. And if you get pulled over, you don't have papers, you don't have no criminal record, you can get deported. And I think we need to, as a country, man, like come together and figure this shit out, because that's not okay.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this shows that racism is not just somebody saying the N-word. Like racism is like systemic. Somebody like putting these plans in place to like deport just kids. It's the most fucked up thing ever. So, I mean, do y'all still care about Hillary's emails right now? Like, do y'all still think it's a less of two evils? Because, I mean, it's pretty clear right now who the most fucked up person is. So, yeah, we got to do something about this DACA shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
I feel like it's so petty. Like, it's just everything that basically Obama put into place. It's like one by one. Let's just go through. Let's just redo all
Undo
of this.
it. Yep.
Yeah, like I saw a funny meme today. It was like, he Trump brought back Osama bin Laden from the dead. He revived, you know what I'm saying? He's cause just like to get rid of one more Obama achievement. So yeah, the DACA thing is crazy, man. These people, like, where do you deport them to? If they came here as a child, they don't know any other country. Some of them, some of them were a little older when they came over or whatever. But some of these, were infants and, toddlers and, all the way, like you said, up to 15. So it makes no sense. Like, where do you send them to? And then I see a lot of people defending it, like saying that basically, like, it's Congress's job to come up with a system, for this. And, that it was, Obama was reaching or overreaching when he did it through, like, the, through the executive branch. And that's bullshit too, because then why didn't you propose, for Congress to come up with something first before you just get rid of the agreement, So it's all just a bunch of bullshit.
And if we're talking about overreaching, no one has put out more executive orders than Donald Trump. That's a misuse of the executive branch. So people no longer have any excuses. Just say you're racist and go. Like, just say that.
Right.
All right, so our next segment is called Black Proverbs. So every week we say a black proverb or a quote, whatever. I mean, whatever you say is going to be black because you black. So
You black, so is black.
So yeah, so this is Black Proverbs / quotes. So yeah, we're going to put you on the spot.
Yeah, so it's pretty much anything you want to say to the people, bro. It could be, a quote, a saying, something that means something to you, deep, ignorant, like whatever it is, like whatever you feel like saying. So, yeah.
Oh, damn. I don't even know. Yeah, haters gonna hate, man. That's what I mean. I say that all the time. I don't know if that is sufficient. But
yeah, bro, it's a black proverb, bro. You black, it counts.
Haters gonna hate, nigga.
That's something to live by.
Haters gonna hate.
Just recognize that they're gonna hate, man. What else are you gonna do?
Yo, that's what's up. That's a good one.
I fuck with it. I'm gonna use that, bro.
Use it.
Put it on my list. All right, so bro, we need to end the show. We need to find a sponsor, like Caesar. So, what do you think, bro?
Damn.
I think it should be Tritone, bro. You know what I'm saying? We need to go over there and use that studio. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So,
yo, shout out to Tritone, bro.
Appreciate you. Yeah, you guys
Sure,
welcome
sure.
anytime. Just let me know. We'll get you in there. We got the booth, you know. Make
That's
some
what's up.
fire.
all right. So we gonna use that one, bro. We need a sponsor, bro.
Yeah, so Tritone and damn, I'm drawing a blank on who our sponsors can be, bro. Yo, you know who our sponsors can be? Real shit. Shout out to
Who?
Goya. Goya food products are lit. I don't know what the fuck they make exactly, but you know what Goya is. You just don't know what the fuck they make. They be making just mad like ethnic shit in the food aisle. So shout out to Goya. I know they make like canned beans, juice, anything ethnic. They make
Bruh,
it.
that's so true. They make beans juice and like all that kind of
Spices
shit.
and all
bro.
that,
All
adobo.
Spices, yo.
Spices.
If you're a minority, you using Goya. You just don't know it. That shit is like
You just don't know.
Goya's
it.
on the come up, bro. When Goya take over, you heard it first here on Ignorant Banter.
All right, so this episode has been sponsored by Tritone and Goya. You know what I mean? So it's lit.
All right, so we're about to do our outros. Evan, we're gonna let you do your outro, and then yeah, just let people know where to find you, where to contact you on social media, any last words, and then CP and I will do our outro.
Yeah, so thanks for having me on. You know, Evan Joseph, Tritone Sound is my company. You can find us at tritonesound.com. You can find us at Tritone Sound on Instagram and Facebook. You can find me on Instagram at king_Kaiso. That's Kaiso. So yeah, man, it was great being on the show. Thanks a lot. Hope to see you guys soon. Oh, and also my podcast is the EMP with my host Michael Lopez, or my co-host. You can find us at you can look for the EMP on SoundCloud, or you can find us at the uncannyemp@gmail.com if you want to send us an email or something like that.
All right, there you have it. It's lit. It's another episode of Ignorant Banter. Obama hit us up last week, told us he loves our shit. Another successful one down the drain. This is your boy Black Caesar, aka Caesar Alamo, and I'm out.
And it's crazy P, aka CP, aka Fried Malta, Haitian rice and beans, carnation milk, sports shake. You know what it is. This is season 2, episode 7, number 16. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, MySpace, High Five, YouTube, World Star. So hit us up. All that. Subscribe, give us a review, hit us, like us. We're still gonna be here. Cheers.